Good morning. Today is January the 21st, 2013, and here are your top announcements. It's Monday morning. Let's all fall asleep. First of all, student IDs. If you're a new student with us, or if you're an old student with us and don't have a student ID, please email your picture. And I want to get a picture, just something like you just sitting there, like something like that. I mean, I don't want any of this stuff. I don't want like duck face. I don't want any of that. Just want a regular, normal picture. Don't want one of you on your motorcycle or something like that. Just a regular picture that we can put on a student ID that you can have to get discounts at places. I know Carmike Cinemas, for example, will give a student discount. I know that a lot of the places in Dollywood, Gatlinburg, that sort of thing, they give student discounts, museums, etc. It's good to have a student ID. So send us a picture, we'll mail you one for free. All you have to do is take a picture and email it to us. Jessica Carr, your friendly science teacher for biology and ecology. If you're in those classes, she is out of town this week until Thursday. She might not always be available, so be patient with her, please. Weather policy. It's pretty simple. If the weather knocks out your power and you don't have power for 2 days, then let us know. If it's not out for 2 days, which, I mean, that never happens, right? But it could happen. If it's out longer than 2 days, let us know. If it's not out longer than 2 days, then you're not excused from doing any work. However, you can be like some of our parents. I know, like Cherokee Bird, her mom, or his mom, Jennifer, what she did when it started snowing, she went ahead and printed out some work for Cherokee to do. That way, Cherokee would have something to do if it snowed. That's very thoughtful, very planning ahead, and when you're an online student, you have to do that sort of thing. So plan ahead. If you live in a place where if it rains a drop, the power goes out, print some stuff if you know some weather's coming. Assignments were due last night. Hopefully you got them in. If you're still it doesn't matter if they were due last night or not. If you didn't finish them, you're going to have to finish them. Because what happens if you get counted for not having your stuff in last week, then it rolls over to this week, so you're going to have that work on top of the work you have to do. So, I mean, you're kind of digging yourself a hole, so get busy. Juniors, the writing assessment, you have a state writing test that we can't get you out of. You just have to do it if you're a junior. Wednesday, February the 6th, 2013, we'll have more details to come. We're going to have a testing center in a major city near you. Of course, Bristol students, Tri-City students will be testing in Bristol. Thought for the day. Today is Martin Luther King Day. A very important day in America for Americans. And I really encourage you to watch Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech. It's very moving, particularly if you consider at the time that it was being made, and civil rights laws were not what they were. I mean, they still had like segregation. They still had separate eating places, drinking fountains for African Americans and for white folks. And one thing I want you to know is that it's really easy to get into the mindset of, oh, well, that was in the past, we fixed all that. Well, the truth of the matter is that there is still a lot of bigotry, a lot of racism, a lot of discrimination in our world. And the only way that it's ever going to go away, the only way that it will ever go away is if each and every one of us never lets it slide, never accepts it. If somebody says something that's borderline bigoted, you call them out on it. If somebody says something that's racist or whatever, you call them out on it. Don't sit there and just listen to it. I'm just asking you to be brave. That's the only way that it'll go. That's the only way that it'll. That doesn't mean you start a fight. That just means you say, "Look, I don't appreciate you saying that. I don't agree with that." That's the only way it's ever going to go away. Because somebody else is going to hear that and they're going to think, "Man, that was pretty brave. I think I should do that too." It's just my opinion that I really feel like that's the only way that it will ever go away is if each and every one of us tries to stop it. And bigotry, racism, prejudice, they run every which way. It's just think of every single group in the world, and there's some sort of tension between that group and another group. So it just has to stop. There's no reason to judge a person by anything other than their actions, and even then, should you really be judging them in the first place? I don't know. But that's just my thought for the day. Watch Martin Luther King's speech. He says it a lot better than I do. Hope you guys have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow.